There's a huge bus in the parking lot. And it's got horses and cowboys and it says
I love me some horses and cowboys.
50-1 is the name of the movie, and it stars Christian Kane. Skeet Ulrich is in that too. Did I see that right?
Yeah.
And we also have joining us today.
Devane is in the movie too, right?
Yeah. William's in it.
William Devane is in it. Holy cow!
And your very own Calvin Burrell.
So joining us is Christian Kane, one of the stars. Jim Wilson, who's the producer. Mr. Jim, you're the producer and the director. Run down that list.
Yeah, no, the producer, the director, and co-writer with Faith over there.
And Miss Faith, what did you do?
Yeah, good morning. Yep, co-wrote and co-produced with Jim, and did a whole lot of other things. We all wear a lot of hats on this one.
So tell us about the movie that so many people are wearing so many hats. About 50-1, how it came to be. You guys have got a bus it has its own zip code, for heaven's sake.
No, it does. Well, listen, the bottom line is this happened not long ago, less than 5 years ago, this story unveiled. 2009 Kentucky Derby. This little horse comes in from New Mexico, unheralded, grabs your very own Calvin Burrell as the jockey, only a week or two out, and they take on the world's best horses. And I'd been looking for 20 years for a great racehorse story. You know,
and this is a true story.
Oh, this is a true story.
What people don't realize,
I mean, look, I've produced.
Why was it? You said I'm looking for a horse. Why?
Why what?
Why you said I've been looking for a great horse race story.
Well, I'm an equine lover. I ride horses. I have my own stable. I race horses around the world, and I'd read a lot of screenplays over the years. But this is one that all of a sudden visually, I was sitting down having a beer at home and watching the Derby, and I'd seen a move that I know athletes, and this horse is an athlete, and put on a race that I'd never seen in my life. And I said, if there's more to this story, I turned to Faith and said, let me meet these characters. Let me meet these trainers and owners of this horse, because they were these black-hatted. They just were fish out of water when you saw them on the Derby. Normally you see the well-cut guys in their suits and how do you do, and everyone's so proper. And these guys are brilliantly 4D flawed cowboys from New Mexico, and they came in and they took the biggest prize in racing. And I said,
Happy ending?
Oh, you wait. You'll see how happy this is.
Oh,
you'll
good.
be clapping.
Okay,
you'll
so
be on your feet.
I'm not going to be cursing at you when I leave the theater.
No, you won't be. No. Absolutely.
Okay,
so
good.
It's
Now,
quite
Christian,
a journey. Yep.
Christian Kane, one of the. Tell us about how, because your go to Christian's IMDb page. It's a rather lengthy list
go
of
to his page.
of achievements. Settle down, kids.
I've been very fortunate.
Tell us how this movie came to you, or you came to it.
I was actually doing Leverage at the time.
Yeah, I was just going to ask you about that.
We were on our 5th season of Leverage, and I came in, and I was a little late to the show. Jim had already seen. Ironically, Jim had seen exactly 50 people before me, so I was 50-1. But I read it, and I said, I tell you what, man, I haven't seen something like this in a long time. This is Rocky.
When's it open?
It opens this Friday, April 4th.
Okay.
Yeah, and so I just
nationwide, big screen. Most of the screens.
We're opening up. We're in New Mexico right now. We're opening up Texas and Louisiana. Yeah, and then we just keep tracking this bus up to Oklahoma. We're taking the route that they took. Chip Woolley, it's unheard of. I mean, you usually fly a horse to the Derby. Everybody does. Sometimes overseas.
Right.
And Chip Woolley decided to trailer this thing from Roswell, New Mexico, all the way through Texas, through Louisiana, up to the Kentucky Derby. So we're kind of on that little tour right there.
Kids are okay to see this movie?
Oh man, I've seen them coming out and just elated. This is a family movie. You can take the whole family to see this movie, and that's what we don't get these days.
Right.
We just don't get it these days. You know what I mean? All these movies they're not for kids, and this one is. I mean, the kids love the horse, and the grown-ups love the story, and especially the race at the end. If you've seen this race, you know what I'm talking about, but you haven't seen it yet until you see it on the big screen and the shots that Jim got. And we used a lot of the real race in the footage, and Calvin Burrell's performance in this movie at the end is just outstanding.
You filming in Louisville?
Yeah.
Did they let you use Welcome to Churchill Downs and stuff?
Oh yeah, we went.
How much trouble was that? Easy? Was it hard? Did they say welcome you with open arms? Because the Masters golf tournament's getting ready to go, and I'm not sure that they'd let you into that part of Augusta.
No, the difference here, as I said, some of these other pictures, Seabiscuit Secretariat, I think they got 2 or 3 days apiece to shoot.
Right.
And I was fortunate enough to go, and I'm a horse owner, or I race them, so they gave me 2 weeks. They said, you got it. What do you need? And I said, I need 2 weeks. I'm not going to come here for a day if I don't get it right. So,
do you think that was because of the attitude you approached them, because of your love of, for lack of a better term, love of the game?
I don't know if it's the attitude. They knew that I did, but I also think they knew my history. I mean, between Dances with Wolves and Wyatt Earp and some of the movies I'd done, these guys know that I knew horses. I've done a lot of westerns and stuff, and so I know when a thoroughbred steps on a racetrack how to take care of him, and I think they were wary of some other pictures. And so I don't direct a lot of films. I produce for the most part, but this is one I was terribly passionate about. They read it, and they knew that Jim's going to be careful with the horses and with their property.
Opens Friday. Love good family films.
Friday it is. No, it's a great option at the cinema, and that's the other reason I made it. It's a great popcorn, get a Coke, take the family, and inspiring film. That's
called 50 to 1. It opens Friday nationwide. I'm so
Christian
excited.
Kane, who's the star, Jim Wilson, who's the producer and the director, and in fact, we have the entire cast and crew in the studio right now.
Can I drive the bus for a minute?
And Faith Conroy. Can I use the men's room on the bus?